Hello, everybody. How is everyone tonight? I am stressed. We got a few minutes late start, and Brenda is out tonight with a family emergency, so it's just me. And for the next few moments, it's really just me. The guest was having some issues with the system, and we were trying to work that out, so hopefully he'll hop backstage in a minute. So if not, you're just going to have to put up with me for a few minutes. Our guest tonight, well, first off, we wish Brenda and her family well. She is going to be with them tonight, so everybody think about her and pray for her. And she'll be back next week. Actually, she'll be back with us on her Saturday. Well, she better be back with us on her Saturday's Misfit show. And also, tonight, it's happening right now, is the premiere of the season 25 special for Big Brother over on CBS. I don't want to take any away my viewers, but we're doing a Big Brother live podcast review, JT and myself, and that will air tomorrow. And then next Wednesday, this same place, same time, we will be going live after the Big Brother show, and the Our Normal Guys show will be on Thursday. We're going to flip it around for, it was kind of weird with we're going to flip it around for a week. So, and I do believe my guest next week is a producer of horror movies. So I'm looking forward to having her on. Dana, I believe, is going to be the guest. I'll check before we get offline tonight. And let's see, what other news? So with the Big Brother, that's going to run through the rest of this Big Brother season, which they haven't given an official end date, but I suspect it'll be somewhere just before or after Halloween, maybe a little bit into November at the most. So we'll be doing that show. We're also in talks to do another show coming up soon, and Brenda is talking about doing her serial killer show coming back on too. So lots of things happening here on the Paranormal Guys channel. So if you are not a member already, you should go over to Facebook's and join our Paranormal Guys group, and you'll get all the latest news and updates on where we are. And my team is always putting something interesting together, so we're looking forward to bright and bigger things. We've actually talked about doing some breaking news shows too, so that's something we're considering. So let's see what else. So our guest tonight, hopefully he'll be able to get on. He is a detective, and I'm going to pull it up here so I don't misspeak. He is a detective. Well, he is a retired detective from Little Falls, Minnesota, and he is the chief detective that worked on the Elm Street murders, which, if you recall, well, if you don't recall, it happened back in 2012, right around Thanksgiving. Two teenagers were murdered in a home invasion that they used the stand your ground law, and it didn't take. So the homeowner was convicted of murder. So, yeah. So we're hopefully he'll get. We were having some technical problems with Streamlabs. He was working to get that set up. But yes, Uncommon Soul, that is the scheduled topic for tonight. I'm hoping that that's still the topic, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it'll all work out. I'm messaging back and forth with him on Facebook, so hopefully he's got it. Ken there, KG, had said that he saw that the UFO, 90% of the people believe that the UFOs are being hidden by the government. Oh, come on, Ken. Like, you don't believe that? They are being hid by the government. They all but said that tonight. So let's see. What else? I have so many things to tell you. Oh, the Big Brother shows that are coming out, they will be coming every Thursday night after the live eviction. So we don't have a set time because if you recall, the show airs from 8 to 9, and sometimes they run over with competition. So we don't have a set time on them. And in the middle of their season, they will be flipping to Tuesday nights, I believe. I'll have to double check. They haven't put out the final schedule for fall television yet. The writer's strike has everybody upset. So they're having a hard time with keeping shows on the air, I believe. So I hate that that's dead air. So I should play my music again. Yes, Uncommon Souls. CBS Big Brother is in season 25. Yeah, they've had this is the 25th season of it. I know, it's hard to believe. It started in 2000, so, or 99, I guess, TV season. So yeah. So yeah, hopefully Uncommon Soul, you were down for some Big Brother chat. So Twitter is lit already with it. So they Typo Demon. Hey, I've had gremlins. Our original guest for tonight had a medical emergency or family emergency he had to attend to, and I got the detective at the last minute. And then Brenda wasn't with me. And so, yeah, this show's had lots of gremlins tonight. And in fact, I'll just tell you a strange, funny story. I'm sitting here in the studio all by myself, and I look over and I see this mist. And I hadn't vaped, but there was this mist standing beside me. And I'm like, yeah, it's too early for this. I don't want any of this tonight. So if anybody hears any strange noises in the microphone behind me, let me know. Oh, mercy. I would not be surprised if there were gremlins. Oh, it's in the studio, especially since we can't get the studio working for the officer tonight. So please do. I'm sorry. Please do what? I lost my train of thought on that. Oh, let's see. He's sure the government is hiding info. I was shocked that so many others would acknowledge it. Well, you know, I watched that whole thing, and I was kind of surprised at what some of the... we had a commander say that it sat still. It went from 20,000 to 80,000. It pivoted right, pivoted left, and we have no aircraft known to mankind that are capable of doing that. So I was kind of shocked to hear that publicly. I mean, they don't ever tell us what we've got, but there's something out there. Who knows what it is? And mathematically, if you think about it, as far as the little portion of the universe we know about, I think we'd be silly to think we're the only ones out there. I mean, for gosh sakes, you know, it could be bacteria and algae on the moon, but I think there's some kind of life out there. But I do believe that there is intelligent life, and what the things are that are the shape of, he said they were propane tanks that were flying at greater than Mach 2. No visible seams on them. Think about that for a minute. A propane tank, it should have some type of propulsion system, or should, if you think about the aerodynamics of flight, you know, you've got to have lift, you have to have thrust to go forward, and then you have to have downdraft to keep the balance on the wings. So there's no wings. What in the heck is holding that up? So I don't know. I'm sure that somewhere there's some 3-letter agency that knows the answer to that. And maybe it is Trolls that's in here with me. I don't know. Maybe it's Trolls in space. So yeah, think about that for a minute with a propane tank. Mach 2 is Mach is what, 740. So I think it's 740, 7 something miles per hour. So that's pretty dang fast. So I'm not sure what, well, I don't recall right off what the SR-71 was. 171, what was it? 171, 71, the Blackbird, what it was. But it was pretty dang quick. But it went from LA to Dulles in, what, an hour or less than 3 hours. It was there before the time actually changed back to the time it flew. Of course, obviously, there's a time change across the states, so, of 3 hours, so. I don't know. And there is an amoeba in space. Was that the Doctor Who or an X-Files that there was a amoeba? I know in the Marvel universe of Spider-Man, there's Venom. He's I don't guess he's really an amoeba, but he's a organized living cell, but whatever. Don't get me comic book geeking. So let's see here. Still working on the problem to get the detective in. So it's just a night of all kinds of things here. Yeah, they can kill you in 24 hours if you... What about the one that goes up your... yeah, think about that one. All right. Well, the detective has said that he cannot get it to working tonight, so we're going to have to reschedule him when we can get it figured out, because I've never had that with the thing. So we will reschedule him. But I will open the mic up to anyone that wants to hop in here and join me. We will just have an open mic night, and we can talk about anything we want. Since it's the paranormal guys, we're obviously into Bigfoot, UFOs, trolls, gremlins, and anything you want to talk about. So, if you want to talk about true crime, I'm a firefighter paramedic. I don't know a whole lot about true crime, but I can certainly give you some calls that I ran that were crazy. So I'm hoping my misfits are listening too. I could use a misfit jumping in here. I feel like I'm the only one talking, and I did not have anything prepared to talk about. So, I mean, there's been all kinds of current events in the news, which I don't really cover too often. So, that lead us to think we're going to be going to war, which I hope we're not. But it seems to me the drumbeat is on for that, and that people are certainly trying their darndest to get us involved in some situation. So, and that just means bad things for us as Americans. It means it's going to cost us money and cost us lives. So, not a fan, but people get rich off that every day. So, yeah. So I'm trying to pull up some headline news here to find something interesting so we can go on about. Well, I did find an article on Bigfoot that a footprint measuring 20 inches long has been spotted in water. 20 inches long, spotted in water. And that's a Bigfoot. It's in Oklahoma. They believe it's a fossilized massive footprint in the water. And well, actually, they show a picture of it. So that's kind of cool. They're going to cast it and take science to use science to tell us what it is. Great catch. It's actually a fossilized Bigfoot picture. So if they could carbon date that, that would actually be pretty cool. I'll have to research that. Yes, the economy is changing every single day. I saw another YouTuber on here earlier tonight talking about we are over 50% below our strategic reserve for fuel, with them beating the drum beats for war. That's not helpful. And that apparently there is now a shortage. Of course, the real shortage is they turn the spigot off so they can raise the price. So, unfortunately, I'm old enough to remember living through the Carter gas crisis. So, and it sucked. So hopefully we won't get to that. But he was warning that that was going to be an issue, and that he also was talking about that in the near future there's going to be, because our grains all come from Europe, which I wasn't aware of. I thought we did, but apparently ours is mainly corn in the United States. That we're going to have a rice and grain shortage, so that prices of bread and cookies and cakes, and I'm a fat kid, okay, are all going to be raising. So, yeah, that's not good news either. And apparently there was some attack on a port where I don't know if they kept the ships, sank the ships, I don't know, over in Ukraine, where they apparently hit a couple of the cargo ships that were going to be bringing things out. So I'm sure that'll affect our bottom line as well. So can't everybody just stay in their own lane and we all be happy and live peacefully? I guess that's too much to ask for, huh? So, no, wrong button. I am still looking for something to go on about. Anybody wants to jump on here, let me know. Hit me up on Facebook. sportcatmedic@yahoo.com is where you can find me, and I'll send you the link. You can come on here and talk on me. So we'll talk all night. I don't care. I was scheduled to be here for 2 hours, but unless something changes, I probably won't be here that long tonight. So, let's see. Nope. I'm still looking for something, some Bigfoot news or something to tell you about. Well, apparently there's not, besides for the footprint found in The water. That's the main news. Okay, I'm going to have to read this. Rare bubble of goo that grew on a woman's tongue had no clear cause. All right, then. That sounds interesting. Except for it's an... oh, they're going to be talking about it on Coast to Coast. All right, well. Let's see. As long as we keep teaching our children ourselves to be more self-sufficient, then the economy might even out. I hope so. I hope so. And one thing I wish that they would start teaching again, and I don't know how old you are, but they're not teaching cursive writing anymore. And a lot of people think, well, that's no big deal because we type every day. But if you think about it, they are not going to be able to read important documents, Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, old literature, things like that we learned. But that's going to be an issue in about 3 generations because just like other documents were translated, we're going to have to rely on someone that's either highly educated to read them and tell us what they say, or we're going to have to rely on a translation from a government officer. So, yeah. So that's kind of a scary thing. The footprint was in the water in Oklahoma. It did not give a town name, but I'm sure that you could find something on it. I think the article I pulled up was from a local newspaper. I just kind of did a quick Google search of Bigfoot. Hey, 2 of my misfits are hopping in here. Hey, well, 1.1 and 5 of my misfits. Hey, JT. So, come to save me?
Yeah, I'm seeing that you needed help here.
Yeah, I see me struggling here. I feel like a DJ with no music to play. I only got 1 song to play up here, and it sounds like a siren, so...
Dang.
Yeah, it's been a crazy night. People out sick, things not working. So I was telling everybody about Me and You, our new show that's coming up starting tomorrow night will be the 2nd episode. Yeah. Yes. Anybody that's followed my stream here of the past 2 weeks would think that I didn't know what I was doing, because this is my first Big Brother episode I produced by a flashlight on a stick, backup battery power, and it went out through my iPad. There was a massive
show too, man.
I know, it was perfect timing. The power here in Atlanta had went out, so there was no power after a big storm. So I was like, well, the show's got to go on. So me and JT made it through. And then last Saturday, the Misfit show, I was trying to run the studio from remote. Oh, they're asking where Shelton is. I was trying to run the show from remote. And apparently when my phone got too warm, it just turned the whole studio off. Oh, and then tonight. So, yeah. But you know what? If your fans will stick with you through hard times, they'll stick with you through any times. That's what I've learned. So I've still got people talking to me. It may just be one, but I've still got people talking to me in the chat. So that's all that matters.
All right. So Shelton will be here in a minute. I'm waiting for him to get back. I don't know where he went.
Okay.
I don't know where he's at. I looked over and he was gone. So I assume he either was skipping the show or he had to go to the bathroom. I guess. I don't know.
So what does... Never mind. I don't want to know. There's probably little chicken doodles that come out. So little things that pop out there. I'm not alone. I'm not alone.
Prepared to really get on camera yet. As you can tell, I hadn't got myself together.
That's okay. I've not been prepared for a lot of things that's been going on the past couple episodes. So, but that's okay. So,
what I went with your list on talking on the Big Brother the other day. So.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, we made that up as we went along. It was a rush job.
Heck of a first start on the show.
I'm betting you that Facebook user is probably Brenda, that she just mad at home. Well, hopefully she's not too mad, and she has the baby for the night. So, yeah. Well, you don't have a mannequin. Maybe she could have a baby. I don't know. So hopefully it's not Shelton's baby.
Maybe that's where he ran off to tonight. I don't know.
Oh, that's where Brenda is. Her and him are having a thing. So,
well, I don't know if Shelton went there for Brenda. He might have went there for Hannah. Remember, he likes Hannah.
Oh well, okay, yeah. I hate that creepy doll. I hate that creepy doll with a passion. Our guest was having technical difficulties logging into the studio. I don't know. Apparently, they're constantly updating this thing, and apparently they've updated it in the past 24 hours. Well, actually, 48 hours.
I got in here and I realized that all my settings was changed.
Okay, were they? Okay. All right, because I noticed when I logged in and when I was setting up the studio tonight, there was new buttons.
Background.
Yeah, there was new buttons for me to push, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. Don't worry, Uncommon Soul. Please subscribe first off, and we will get him back. We will get this figured out. It's just gremlins, man. Gremlins. I really have no explanation for it because they had Streamlabs had set up some new things, and I had to change settings on things last night. But this morning or this afternoon when I logged in, there was new buttons, and I was like, well, I don't know where those came from. So, but we will figure it out. We will get him back. We will get him back. We're going to get Katie back from Burlington, Vermont. So she's going to talk about Lake Champlain, Champ, the monster up there. We're going to get her back. She had a family emergency too. The original guest that was scheduled tonight, she is a director for horror movies. We're going to get her back. And there's one other guest that we had an emergency and couldn't show up. So Brenda's on the tub now. All right. So I have no idea what she's doing. But yeah, so we've got a couple guests we'll get back in here. It's summertime. These things happen. So it's no big deal. I did notice tonight, for some reason, it says that I cannot send messages in the chat. But yet I sent a message out that said that I was going to be late. Now it won't let me send messages. I don't know. It changes. Shelton, what's going on, my friend? Is this gremlins, or is it the apocalypse? Is it the aliens that the government warned us about?
I think the answer is D.
D. Well, Shelton, do you believe in UFOs? Do you believe our government is hiding UFOs from us?
Of course they are. No, they're not. Yes, they are. Okay. Looney Tune.
Well, I mean, is it so hard to believe there's a little guy that sits on your lap, JT, and talks, that there can't be a little green man that flies a ship?
I mean, I kind of talk for him. You do not. I think for myself.
Well, maybe it's done by remote. I don't know. There's got to be somebody flying them, and they ain't from around here. So JT, if I take you and Shelton on as clients and I produce you, I'm thinking that y'all are going to be very popular up north with your southern accent. So we'll have to get you to do some southern comedy. You are from the south, aren't you, Shelton?
Of course I am.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to make sure you could have been made in China. So
I don't know. Check my ass, JT.
Oh, it's creepy as he's actually doing it, guys and gals.
Really look at my ass.
Is it a hot stamp, or is it handwritten like a signature?
It didn't say nothing.
Or is it like a tramp stamp?
It might be on my shoe.
It might be on your shoe.
No, don't say nothing.
You can go to, you were asking for show merchandise, and that would be greatly appreciated. You can go to streamlabs.com/sportcat/merch. That'll get you some swag. And am coming out with some tactical patches here real soon. So they will be available for sale, and you'll only be able to find them in the Facebook group, which is the Paranormal Guys with a Z on Facebook. So I'll only put them out to the fans of the show.
What about us, the dummies? It's we the dummies, and he's not talking about us.
So,
well, he should be.
Well, we have. I got it. Did you, Shelton? Did you see the picture that I did in AI art of you? I was really impressed with it. What did you think?
Yeah, I seen it.
You didn't like it, did you?
That's what it sounds like. I liked it, all right. I just look too fancy.
Fancy. Well, the only problem I have with it is JT looked like Jesus, or Jesus in another word. I was like, ooh, I don't know if yeah, that idiot, he looked like Jesus. So he looked like Jesus. I was like, ooh, I don't know. The resemblance there is kind of odd. Uncommon Salt, thank you. I appreciate your support. Please do make sure to subscribe and keep checking with us. We appreciate all of our fans. And we're actually going to be working on some Shelton gear. I've just not had the time to sit down in front of the computer and draw up the artwork. So, but it's one of about 50 million projects I got going on up here.
Yeah, you got a lot going on. Doesn't matter. Put me first.
Well, I mean,
put you first.
You know, I'm gonna. You're both gonna be in it. I just haven't figured out how. So, or maybe just a hand in it. I don't know.
You said Shelton. You said nothing about JT.
Well, I mean, you are kind of a package deal, aren't you?
You can have a separate stamp from me.
Okay, all right. We'll get you your own. So should we change the logo to Shelton and JT?
Exactly. Absolutely nice. JT and Shelton, just as it always is. No, I'm the talent here. You're nothing. You just sit there. You hardly even talk.
It's hard to argue with. He's kind of convincing.
It's gonna stay Shelton and JT.
That's what you just said, or he just said.
It's gonna say JT and Shelton.
Who actually has which hand of the others?
Don't tell him where my hand's at.
I'm afraid to ask where your hand is at. Well, maybe instead of the and sign, so it doesn't sound like one is lesser, we could put like just a slash. So it's like JT / Shelton.
No, it would sound better if it was JT Shelton, not JT / Shelton.
Well, we could put an equal sign, maybe. No, that might be wrong.
No, just like JT and Shelton. You're making it complicated.
Making you think.
Too much.
Too much. I will make your little brain cells hurt. All right. Well, we will just leave it JT and Shelton. We'll just put some fancy script so it looks real nice. So, but yeah. So I'm working on that. So I'm working on so many things. So I did just get some patches done for some departments that I'm working on. Of course, you can't see them here. Yeah, there we go. The Thin Line Rock Station. They are going to be one of our sponsors in the near future, I'm told. I did that one, and I made a patch for a local police department, too. So I got those made. So I've been busy working on other art. Lots of art. So now I just got to work on art for you guys.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, there's a little flash there. Giant UFO over airbase.
I'm trying to figure out whether I want to do the hair the same as I always had, because I used to be on stage with the hair,
the poofy.
Yeah, the big poof ball. But I don't know. I think it'll take a lot to get it to stay in a puff now. I think I'm just gonna go with the product in my hair where it locks it into them curls thinner.
Well, it's whatever you think.
This is a lot of hair, you know, like
there is a lot of hair there.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of hair. So it's like right now, all up in my face in different little tiny pieces. It's just frayed out and stuff.
It would take me years to catch up with that much hair. So
that's 2 years worth of hair. It's a lot up there. It's a lot.
I think I'm gonna.
Looks.
I think I'm gonna work on a ponytail. So I think now that I'm about to be, I think I'm about to be officially retired. I believe I'm gonna work on a ponytail. So
nice.
Yeah. I figure I was gonna let the beard go, but the wife said, "Yeah, you can't do that." So I was like, "All right, so we'll just keep a nice little trim mustache. So that's fine. I don't want any unhappy home there to get me stabbed at night while I'm sleeping." So. She's already trained the cat to turn off my CPAP machine, which is bad enough. So, so if I die in my sleep, all of my fans, and I don't think any of them are watching right now. Yeah, make sure to check the cat for cat prints. Have them dust for cat fingerprints. Oh, mercy. Well, I know at 10 o'clock, I talked to one of our misfits, and he said he was going to come in. So hopefully he'll be able to jump in at 10. So I think they were trying to round up a few others too.
15 minutes.
Yeah. So you've got just to put up with me for a few more minutes, and then you'll have help. I don't know why this is not working. My chat isn't even working. They've changed that. I don't know. We may have to do
in the guest area.
No, I'm logged in perfectly, so I don't know what it's doing.
I don't know, Dan.
Don't know. It is kind of nuts. I'm trying to see if there's something I did wrong. So I've been banned. The FCC hasn't banned me, so.
And for your own show.
That's true. I can't even push the buttons. So if only I had Ultra. Oh, wait. Never mind. Never mind. That argument's not worth having.
Dang.
All right. Well, it's going to be an awful boring show if it's just me and you looking at each other, JT. So
yeah. I'm looking at you too.
Well, true, but your doll eyes kind of scare me, so. You're creepy.
My eyes, Glenn.
No, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Have you learned how to hypnotize yet?
Working on it. I was going to test it out on you, but you won't look in my eyes.
Then that's the reason. That's the reason. So I'm too scared to. So
someone out there watching this stream, look into my eyes.
Well, I don't know. The chat could totally be gone by now. So yeah, I was trying to find. I know I got it in here somewhere. I was going to find that picture of you, Shelton, and I was going to show our fans that AI picture I had of you, but I don't even know where I put it on my computer. I'm just at a loss tonight. I don't know. Maybe I should just reboot this whole thing and start all over with a new show.
Call it the Shelton Show. No.
The Shelton Show?
We don't need a Shelton Show. Yes, we do. Well, what about me? Well, you're a given. Golly.
You're the talent. You are his talent. If I take you on the road now, we're going to have to step up our game here. You might have to wear a ski jacket, Shelton. There it is.
A ski jacket? Where are you going to take me?
To Boston?
Alaska?
To what? Say that again?
To Alaska?
No. I'm just going to take you to Boston. Let's see here. Yes, I understand. Let's see. Here we go. How's that? Can you see that?
See what?
Oh, no, I got to push another button.
Ah!
Yep. That's AI Shelton. How about
No.
that? You don't like that? I think that's pretty hot.
Yeah, that looks
and
good.
then there's JT. Look how muscular you are, JT.
Yeah, that's definitely not me. Me.
You got that going on. I see why Shelton seems like his voice is such a high pitch. So
Told you he was gay.
you never told me that.
Yes, I did last time.
Oh, well, I didn't believe you. So, of course,
No, you didn't believe me.
he did share that he likes to use girly products in his hair. So,
Yeah, I do. This is some new stuff, man. I guess it's good. It's different. Made my hair thicker, and it made everything curl up for real. I don't even know what the name of it was. I just saw it. It said curls and shampoo conditioner combo, and I grabbed it.
all right, this is just soap, just shampoo. Well, when I put the headphones on, I put a little hairspray in, but you know.
Yeah, and then if I really feel like it, I start putting some cream stuff in it, and then that's the product that makes it turn into, oh my gosh, I love my hair when it's like that. I mean, I shake it, it just slaps me in the face. I like it.
Wow. Shelton, did you ever think you'd be on a show with him talking about his beauty and hygiene?
I wish you never brought it up.
I mean, your hair is pretty easy to keep up with. You just kind of slick it back there and comb it a little bit, and you're ready to go.
Yeah, you can't mess this up. The hairspray's really good.
It's more like shellac.
Yeah, you can't even move it. It's like it's plastic or something.
So, and it's a kind of a manly haircut too. So,
Yeah.
you don't have no long curly locks that flow down in front of your face.
I'm tired of his hair hitting me in the face all the time.
I would think the hand bothers you more than the hair, but
Oh, that doesn't bother me. How else am I supposed to talk?
okay, all right. Well, I mean, it could be uncomfortable, so just remember, he did pop your head off one episode.
That's right, you son of a bitch.
It was technical difficulty. You were going through technical difficulties like I've been going through technical difficulties.
He broke another part of me too.
What? What part did he break now?
Yeah, something in his control stick that controls his mouth.
Yeah, watch what I can do.
Well, at least we know you have good dental hygiene. Oh, you still look kind of shocked.
Very shocked. My mouth was stuck open. I had lockjaw.
Oh, that had to kind of suck because you can't sleep because you can't close your eyes and your mouth was wide open.
At least I could breathe.
All the flies just.
Thank God. Because then you'd have me smoking on your vape sometimes. Because I'm right here. I get all the secondhand. Ugh.
He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it anyway, even if he can't breathe it in.
No, it's nasty. You need to quit.
It's our only vice. Yes, it is hard. It is very hard. I've tried to quit. It's hard for me to do a 2-hour show and not have a hit of it, especially on nights tonight. Like I'm stressed.
I don't even wait. I mute the mic and I hit it.
Yeah, well, I'm probably going to here in a minute because I've been stressed over all this stuff. So, but The show goes on. So we're kind of having a episode of the Misfits / Paranormal Guys / Big Brother. So all in one tonight. So, and you are recording it, aren't you, JT? It's on right now. The Big Brother, it's on right now.
I'm gonna have to wait until it's on the repeat tomorrow.
Okay, all right. Oh, on the Paramount Plus.
Yep.
All right. Well,
but I got it's next week. Gosh, next week I gotta watch.
That's right. And then from then on out, we will be glued to the TV. So
I know it, and well, not just that, but our computers watching the live feeds.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually thinking, and I might do it tonight. I might order a new monitor. This monitor is probably 3 computers old, and it's the old VGA. It's not HDMI. So I've been thinking I might just go ahead and buy another monitor so I can have one screen on that all the time. So
yeah,
and it'd be in high def too. And I did hear tonight that one of the leaks is that they were talking about they're going to have Big Brother After Dark air again. And I think, if I understood correctly, it's going to be on Max. And so they're going to, which is part of the Paramount Plus, I believe. Or what? No, maybe it's Showtime that's part of the Paramount Plus. Whichever one's part of the Paramount Plus. And that they have encouraged the guests to be naughty. So, and there's another rumor circulating around that there may be 2 houses. You know, and that's kind of weird because I had a thought. What if there was a house in New York City, like a high rise, and then there was a house in LA, and they each week they had to vote 2 guests out, but the other house voted the other one out on the other coast until they got down to however many, and then they all go to LA. And instead of them not being able to watch any TV or anything, they give the live stream feeds that we get from one house to the other house. So in other words, they're watching each other. Think about how backstabbing that would be. Because, I mean, let's say you're in the New York house and I'm in the LA house. And I'm like, well, they love him. He's going to win this show. But I'm going to start a rumor that behind the back on the feeds, he's going around talking to Bob here about how he wants him off the show. Whew. Think about the drama that could go. And you don't even have to be in the house to be a part of the drama. That's golden TV right there. So, of course, I'd just have a heart attack because there'd be New York and LA feeds all. Damn it, I got to buy another TV. So that would be a good twist, especially since they have no writers and it's going to be a long season. So. Oh, we have a misfit coming on. Mike Headroom. Welcome back, Mike.
Hey, yeah, definitely a misfit. How you guys doing?
Doing
All right,
great.
how are
Man.
you?
Hey, buddy.
You two remember each other, right?
No, I never met him.
You never met Mike Headroom. Well, JT, Shelton, this is Mike. Mike was one of the original misfits. So.
Yep, sorry.
Nice to meet you.
Same here, buddy.
Well, you've been busy with work, so we get it. And then it's summertime, you're out on the lake, so.
That's true. Very much true.
Catch any fish?
No, didn't even do any fishing, no.
Drink plenty of beer.
Yes, definitely beer, a lot of swimming, playing volleyball, just odds and ends, enjoying the water, just hanging out.
Wow, you play volleyball? I didn't know that.
I'm very bad at it. I hit it and it goes behind me. It just doesn't work.
Okay, well, I mean, do you wear the little Speedo with it too, or is it?
Well, we're in the water, so it's depending on how tight my shorts get at the time. So anything I wear since I'm fat looks like a Speedo to me. I mean, it's just how it goes.
Oh, I don't know. Either you're really still or you've locked up. I don't know. Gremlins are active.
Are we playing that again?
Hey, when you logged in tonight, since you logged in for the first time in a while, was anything different?
No.
Wow. Okay. All right, because our guest was telling us when he clicked on the link I sent, he had to download something, and then it would bring him to the studio, but he couldn't get to our studio. It's like I don't know. So we'll have to work on it and try it again.
Was he trying from a phone by chance?
Well, I'm using a regular desktop computer, so
Yeah, see, on the desktop, it don't really give you a lot of those issues, but on the phone, you have to copy the link and put it directly into the browser.
yeah, you can't go. It won't work on. It doesn't. Yeah, whatever the Facebook browser is, it does not work. So you have to take it out and go into Safari that way.
Yeah, I told him to copy and paste it and put it in Chrome, and he said he did, and he could get into Talk Studio and Streamlabs, but he couldn't get to our studio. So I even tried to give him the extra numbers for whatever it is, our secret code to get in. You know, whatever's after the .com part.
Oh, gotcha.
But it still didn't work out. So I don't know. We'll try it again.
You just didn't want to do this with you, Glenn.
It could have been he heard that Brenda wasn't here and he's like, yeah, I'm out. I can't blame him, so.
Or maybe he heard about me and said, hell no.
Well, he is a detective, so I'm assuming he probably did a little homework, so.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, shit. JT, run.
What do I got to run for?
You did it. I'm snitching.
I didn't do anything.
I don't care what it is. You done it.
So where's Brenda? Is she going to be on this evening?
She had a family emergency, and she said she was going to try and come in after she got the baby to sleep, so
gotcha.
I hope so. Well, Shelton, just remember, if he runs, where is he going to hide the dope?
No, where is he going to hide me?
We know you're going to hide the dope. He's going to shove it up.
Exactly. Where's he going to hide me?
You'll have the dope smelling dog sniffing you.
No, keep the dog away from me. We know I don't like dogs.
Why don't you like dogs?
They want to chew on my leg.
Well, I mean,
They
you
want
are.
to pee on JT's.
Why do they want to pee on JT?
Are they trying to hump you as well?
I've seen him do it to JT a couple of times.
Little leg
never
hound.
seen a dog even around for you to see him pee on me.
I've been with you your whole life. You just couldn't see me till now.
Oh, wait a minute. We've got another misfit showing up here.
Wait a minute.
Woohoo!
It's Bobby!
Bobby, how
Slipping
are
in.
you? Well, you're not missing much.
good.
Gremlins are in the studio.
I just had my conference with Corey. That was fun.
Yeah, I wish we could get him to come in on our show. I'll send him the link. What the heck? Oh,
I know we might be in the bathroom, but we just ended mine. I figured I'd jump in here for a couple of minutes.
Oh, cool. What'd you talk about tonight in your show?
You know how they always ask? He asked about a paranormal thing, so we started off I'm like, well, let's make it relevant. And so we talked we did a couple of ghost stories. Then we just started talking just about his show and my show. We talked about wrestling and movies. It was actually just a regular ass podcast.
Well, sometimes those are the best. Is it just me or is Mike froze up? He looks froze up to me.
Am I moving?
Maybe
He's froze.
Yeah.
He's moving back and forth now. He's dead.
it's Mike Headroom.
He's got the wiggles.
Who's the guest tonight?
hell?
Our guest tonight was let me pull it back up here. I've done scary picture of JT. It was investigator, detective. God, it's right in front of me. Jeremy Luberts. In 2012, he was the officer that ran the case in Little Falls, Minnesota, where the decorated war hero laid in wait inside of his house and tried to use the castle law on 2 home invaders. And he shot them both and decided he didn't want to bother PD on Thanksgiving. And so he wrapped him up in a tarp till the next night. So or the next day before calling the authorities. So he was going to talk about that. He's written a book called Murder on Elm Street. So we will get him back on here. No, apparently the guy had been Special Forces Vietnam vet. And
was it like in the hood he lived into?
I don't think so. Because it sounded like it was a big like farmhouse style thing. Because when he retired from the military, went into Special Forces, not Special Forces, intelligence, and when he retired from that, he moved back to his family farm, and he was running like the neighborhood Boy Scout pack, and he had kids come over and help mow the lawns and keep up with like fence posts and stuff like that. Well, then they started breaking in and stealing his stuff. And after the 11th break-in, PD wasn't doing anything. He started setting up cameras and audio and video, and then when they broke into him, instead of calling, he just shot him and waited for a couple days before he called the cops. And he shot him more than once. He said in one of the audio recordings that he made, you could hear him say, well, that'll put you out of your misery. So that may have went a little bit past the castle law. Stand your ground.
So what's the guy's name? Steven?
The detective, his name is Detective Jeremy Lubberts.
All right, I see Murder on Elm Street, but with a different name, unless that's the guy, unless that's the murderer.
No, the murderer's name was, hey, Andy, how are you? Welcome to the show.
All right.
The murderer's
Andy, I have
name
something to talk about. You're through with this. Had something interesting happen today. Andy,
let's see. The murderer's name was, and he was a Homeland Security expert, Vietnam War veteran Byron Smith. And he was the one that was convicted of premeditated murder ×2. The kids were Nick Brady and Haley Kiefer, Little Falls, Minnesota. Yeah, it was apparently a pretty rough crime scene. And then, like I said, the guy had set up all kinds of audio and video that they used in his own home that they used against him. But they didn't. They said the castle law.
Kiefer and Nicholas Brady, Thanksgiving Day of 2012.
Yep. Yep, it was quite brutal and bloody from what I read from the excerpt from the book. Whoa, where'd everybody go? Andy, what have you been up to? Ain't seen you in a while. How you been? Oh, you're muted, Andy.
something happened to me today. Andy's going to be interested in.
What happened?
I got to talk to 911 for the first time ever.
Oh,
Oh, really?
I was going down the road on the way to jiu-jitsu, and I see a car going toward a it's a main street, but the speed limit's like 35, you know, downtown. And this car was going a RAV4 and going toward a red light, coming out of the main convention center there, and didn't stop. And all of a sudden, bam! T-boned a Explorer or an Expedition.
Oops.
Yeah, and I was maybe 30 yards behind it all. And I pulled up. I was like the second car to arrive. And I had traffic all around me like, how dare you stop for a wreck? And so I'd be like, well, and like people had already jumped out to go check on them. So I dialed 911. I was like, this is kind of a interesting thing. I've never done it before.
Nice.
And he was like, I was cool. You know, I wasn't shaking. I was just helping. I was making sure that somebody knew it was. I'm sure like 5 other people called him at the same time.
Yeah.
but I was like, can I get your name? Yes, you can. Your number, make and model of the vehicles. Shit, were you trying to buy it? Pollard and Clinton, hurry. Shit. It was fun. Though. He was real nice. I'd never done it before. I didn't know how they treated you. I guess I don't think I assumed that it was going to be mean or anything, but it was weird.
Yeah.
It was such a calm experience. It's like calling and getting, scheduling a haircut or something.
Yeah, some dispatchers can be a little hyper at times.
Yep, very much.
This guy was cool. He was like, "Can you give me?" Of course, I wasn't freaking out either. I didn't think I had any adrenaline. I just made sure to be the guy that did it. But it was just like yeah, it's a red RAV4 and a white Suburban or white Explorer / Expedition. Okay. Is everybody okay? They seem to be fine. There's definitely, I use the term, there's definitely going to be some jostling, but I don't think they're hurt. They're
Yeah,
definitely
whiplashing.
jostled. I said I use the term jostled. I said they're definitely jostled, but I don't think they're hurt.
Nice.
They're probably going to want some kind of attention.
Listen to you trying to sound smart.
Yeah. I'm pretty smart sometimes.
You
But
know,
they were
when
just 2 blocks away, so I walked about halfway back once I dropped the girls off at the gym. Just got to see the scene that I caused. I felt like a killer returning to the scene after
Nice.
you should have taken pictures for us.
of ambulances. I'm sure you're.
Well, I
Sure you've
mean,
seen those before.
fire trucks,
Oh.
ambulances.
Oh, it was a hectic scene on that house fire last night. We had cars running over the supply lines and then yelling
Wait,
out,
you didn't video it?
huh?
I mean,
Didn't video it?
Who, Bobby?
You.
No, yeah, he's got a video of. I don't think he's got a video of, but I know he got pictures of the fire.
Oh, yeah, I got definitely pictures of the fire. Just not
Cool.
of the cars running over the fire hoses.
Yeah, ridiculous people.
Hopefully, they went to jail.
Nah, they didn't.
No, they don't. It's a. They always show we didn't see it, or some emergency, and no one. The cops up here don't want to do it. They don't want to write any tickets. They don't feel like it. So back to your 911 story. Have you guys heard of the texting to 911? Or instead of
Well,
actually
I've not.
making that phone
Yeah,
call,
you can text. Yeah.
Here in Atlanta, you can, yeah.
I use that in Philadelphia, and I think that is so much easier than have to get somebody on the telephone, because I put the address in right away. Boom, they responded back. What's the problem? And they asked for the address again, so I did it. I put the address in, and it was actually just a small little mulch fire around the Wendy's. So I said, small mulch fire, not going anywhere. It's surrounded by concrete, blah blah blah, whatever. They even took a little picture of it, and I guess they had everything they needed, because they said, okay, we'll send somebody, and that was it. And then just a few minutes later, here come the fire trucks. So I'm like,
That's
I
pretty
like
cool.
that. I think that is, because you can take a snapshot of it and send it right up to them.
If
Oh, I will warn you real quick. By doing that, you will be subpoenaed into court to testify that you took that picture if it goes to court. So,
doesn't bother me going to court one bit, so I'm all right with that. Some
yeah,
people get
'cause
upset. I'll stop at an accident. If I witness it, here's my name, here's my info, I'll go to court. I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
yeah, my wife did that, and she's got to go to court to testify that that's her pictures.
Yep.
What you got, Bobby? It doesn't look like your wreck.
This happened outside of Redstone today. It gummed up half the city. This is the main gate getting outside of Redstone. It covered up both lanes. It spilled on both sides of the highway. Then I leave work and see another wreck. I'm like, good Lord.
So what happened here? Did the load shift, or somebody cut them off, or what?
I don't know. It's a main drag. You can do about 70, but apparently that load covered both sides of the road. It's odd.
Oh, hopefully, that's not some toxic stuff coming out of Redstone Arsenal.
I think it's just dirt. I think it's just dirt
Yeah, we'll just hose it down the street and be all right.
or aliens.
All right. Well, the government was looking for him today.
Yeah, they got him.
Yeah,
They got him testified.
that's right.
So am I right? I did see that on TV, that they're actually, Congress or the House really wants to know if we actually have aliens out there.
That one dude testified under oath that they're there.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, because I saw that when I was eating at Denny's. I was at the bar. There's like a little bar at the Denny's, and I'm eating there, and there's 3 TVs, and one to the right had that. And I was like, what? But I could just barely see the wording on it, because it did have the closed caption on. And I'm thinking, oh, so that's interesting. So I didn't, of course, get to hear it, and there was only a few stuff, and it looked like it was legit. So, okay.
Well, that guy's a whistleblower, but he doesn't have like any evidence of his own. Like everything, he testified that somebody told him that under oath.
Now there was a picture they had of a pilot. There was a little radar they had with some blips and stuff like that. So I did see that picture, but I don't know what they were saying. I did see something pilot, and then with the colon
Well,
and then some stuff. So
David Fravor was there in the audience testifying as well.
And
who is that?
He's
guy?
he's the guy that took the Tic Tac object footage.
Oh,
That was his footage, the famous 2004 Tic Tac.
yeah, and the commander that was there from the Navy, he also said that he personally saw them, and
That's that guy, same guy.
is the same guy. Okay, yeah, he said
David
that they went from like 20,000 feet to 80,000 feet in the blink of an eye, greater than Mach 2, which, you know, and that it had
his Rogan episode is phenomenal. Check it out.
I don't know that I can. Yep, that's the guy.
yeah, that's what I saw. I saw that on TV today.
That's Tic Tac.
Yep, and he said that he described it as a propane tank, and that it came out of a vessel that was a cube that had a red circle inside the clear cube. That's freaky. And he said that the cube was over the length of a football field.
Did you know I am telling secondhand information bigger than shit right now. But you know Wild Trees, my co-host sometimes, my buddy. He may have told you this story. I don't know. But he was on an expedition one time. Oh my God, this is gonna sound nuts. He said he got a phone call and it was aliens on the phone. Now I sound crazy saying it. But they were talking in this language that was English, but it wasn't English. Like it was just like code, and he wrote it down. And there's a translator. Apparently, this is like a phenomenon. I am butchering this. There's a phenomenon that aliens speak like this. Some people have heard it before, and he put it in there, the code that he heard, and it came up with a picture of a cube and that thing inside of it. That's what they were describing.
Wow.
And what they were saying was, "Where's the bucket, Leroy?"
The what?
Yeah.
Yeah. You sure it wasn't Shelton calling him?
I'd have to get Wild Trees to tell you this. He said it sounded like almost like elves on, like just like little kids making fun of something, and then it started turning into like a mechanical kind of sound. Then they started talking in this broken English and different words.
kind of like talking to Andy sometimes. I got you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I wondered, JP, when he first started trying to talk like this.
I didn't really understand the story, but if they had this thing, and there was like a known language that this happened in, and it translated to cube with something inside of it, just like David Fravor saw the Tic Tac come out of.
Wow. Now, Will, this is also third hand. Well, and this would be second. Well, if I'm telling you, I guess it'd be third hand, I guess. A friend of mine worked for a 3-letter agency, and he said one night him and his wife were watching TV, and the TV went out, and it became black and white with like the squelch type, snow stuff going across the screen, and a real mechanical voice come out of it and said that he needed to leave the case alone. And so he said, I had to go in and report that the next day. And he said, 2 days later, I was pulled off the case. I was like, what was the case? He's like, I can't talk about it. I'm like, well, then. And I was like, oh, was that ET? He goes, I don't know what the hell it was. He goes, but we had cable. There was no rabbit ears. No, but yeah, I've also heard people say that their phone would ring and they would get messages. So I don't know. An Uncommon Soul asked who all was here. Well, Mike is one of the original Misfits from our Misfits show. Andy is one of our original Misfits from the Misfits show. They're both from the Northeast. So they come on Saturday nights and keep me entertained. And Bobby Dizzle is the Caffeinated Cryptid, and he's got his own show too. So BobbyDizzle.com.
Do it.
After you subscribe to the Paranormal Guys. So
Paranormal Guys are whack. There has been. Bobby Dizzle's the future.
You're one of us.
You're one of me.
Oh,
I'm gonna absorb you like an amoeba.
you missed our amoeba conversation earlier. I said it could be amoebas in space.
Amoebas in space.
No, yeah. Remember the pigs?
Yeah,
Pigs in
Space,
space.
yep.
I got one of my little cousins accidentally spanked over an amoeba one time, and I felt bad, or yelled at least.
Okay, you're going to tell this tale.
No, that's funny. It's hilarious. She was like 3. I had right here. I had a blood spot come up, harmless, but it looked like I had dipped snuff my whole life and had a stain. But they cut it out, and I had like a stitch. I was told not to get in open water because of infections and stuff, and I kept saying there was a flesh-eating bacteria scare that summer, 2016. And I kept saying, "Don't splash me, I'll get an amoeba." And my cousin, who's in his 30s at the time, or both were, but his daughter splashed at me. He goes, "Shelby, don't do it. He'll get one of them things." I'm just joking. He'll get one of them
He'll
things.
get one of them things. We actually had that not too far from us, a flesh-eating virus up in what's it called? Calhoun State Park or Caledonia State Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. I'll be afraid to go up there and get in that mess.
I was just joking.
I just stay away from water altogether.
Well, you can float.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but it'll ruin me.
You might get rotten or rusty in some spots.
I thought you wanted to get on a kayak with Bobby Dizzle.
He said that I didn't.
You're good, Mike.
I
You can take him
wasn't
on your
gonna
boat.
go. I'd go show up on his doorstep, ring the doorbell, and run away. I ain't gonna get in a kayak with him.
Mike, let him get in your boat with you.
especially with Flex Seal.
Thompson's water seal.
Yeah, you can get my boat. Mine's pretty easy.
Are you in Maryland or Massachusetts?
Maryland.
Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah.
Okay. I had a friend from he still lives in Detroit, but his LinkedIn popped up that he moved to Maryland. I'm like, what the hell are you doing in Maryland? He goes, I'm teleworking. I still work in Detroit. I was like, oh. I was like, damn, that's a big jump.
Yeah, that's where Andy and I are from. We're in the Maryland area.
Yep.
Half the people I work with are from there.
God bless.
They're all down here, blue stating it up.
Uh-huh. What state are you in?
Alabama,
Okay, gotcha.
on the military base.
We're in a state of confusion.
They come down here for the base realignment. We're like the Pentagon of the South.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you're where all the UFOs are.
Yeah. I mean, I got to talking about today. Okay. Fun fact. I don't know why I'm only going to be on here another 10 minutes though.
Okay.
Why not just ruin the show and bone the fuck out, right? And then, I work in IT on the base that they brought Warner Von Braun to, which, considering what I like to do for fun, is very funny and ironic, and I appreciate the significance. And we had a new user show up yesterday, and she's like, and they like to say where they're from. Hey, how are you? And yada yada yada. My name's such and such. I used to work on. She said Los Alamos. I'm like, Los Alamos. My kid's got her hand in the door over here. But I'm like, they're like, oh, he just saw Oppenheimer. He's going to talk your head off. And I'm like, no, I got something else going on. And I came back in an hour later from doing a project, and she brought me a big wooden box with Los Alamos on it with a little pin in it. I thought, man, this is badass. I got kind of misty-eyed. I was like, you brought me a present. I felt like I was Dobby. The master's giving Dobby a
Quick, give him a hug. Give him a hug.
Yeah, I mean, I got like emotional for like a minute and a half. I was like, oh my gosh. Like anything with significance of that kind of thing, I get freaked out about. I'm like, oh God. Los Alamos. So now I got like a little memento to Oppenheimer on my desk. Who works from a lady that worked in the same lab.
That's cool. The movie was great, I hear.
The movie was amazing.
Did it highlight any of Oak Ridge?
There was Oak Ridge.
Yeah, I was thinking they were talking about the city they built in a tent in like 2 weeks.
Oak
That
Ridge
was
got
Oak
a lot
Ridge,
of
yeah.
honorable mention.
Yeah, well, they had a lot to
that's
do
who,
with it.
That's who. Go. That's who refrained the uranium.
Yeah,
Or refrained, refined.
refined. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, they said it couldn't be done.
What they did was they're talking about the amount of uranium that Oak Ridge could refine in a period of time, and they had a fishbowl. This is not really spoiling the movie because you know what happened. They had a fishbowl of like, we need 10 pounds of uranium in something this size, and he had a marble. And he said, this is the amount that Oak Ridge can refine in a week. And so every week they'd come in and drop another marble in the fishbowl. And sometimes they would wait a few weeks and they took 4 or 5 and everybody cheer. And by the time it was over, it was a full fishbowl of marbles. And then
Big boom.
yada, 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 Toyotas.
2 big booms. Yeah.
Yada, 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 unconditional surrender.
Yeah.
It was a really good movie. Like I appreciate historical stuff anyway. If it was just a movie that was like that without a goal, I wouldn't watch it. But it's historical, I'm all over it.
Somebody said that there was love scenes in it.
There were boobies.
All right, let me see if I can get this put on the queue here. Yep. All right.
It's not. There are easier ways to see boobies and sit through a 3-hour Oppenheimer.
I mean, it's kind of what they did with Pearl Harbor too. It was a great movie, except for the love story.
There was boobies in that one.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's boobies in. Was there boobies in Pearl Harbor?
There was a love story. I don't know if there were boobies.
Yeah, and they did it with well, of course, the Titanic. You know, though.
Oh yeah, I'm on top of the world.
Why can't they do it with the Hindenburg? Okay, bad taste. I'm sorry.
Draw me like one of your French girls.
She goes poof.
Andy, what are you eating?
Dish of ice cream.
Oh yes.
Jealous. Shelton wants some. He's looking down over your shoulder.
Yeah, I see that.
Sure do.
What's your favorite flavor, Shelton?
I like the cookie dough.
Cookie dough's good.
Yeah.
My favorite is Rocky Road.
What's your favorite blast at Sonic with the Snickers bars and stuff in it?
Mine? I think they make the one with Reese cups, right? Is that them or DQ? Yeah. Yeah, the Reese cup is the one I like.
Do you believe I have never had any ice cream from Sonic?
Neither have I.
What?
I haven't. Oh wait, yeah, I've had Sonic. I've never had Dairy Queen.
No, Dairy Queen, yeah, but Sonic, I've never had Sonic. Not at all. That's what you're
Dairy.
talking about, right, Bobby Dizzle Sonic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, never. I've had their food, never had their ice cream.
I'll tell you what, we'll go there. I'll get everybody like a small one because it costs like $9 now. I'll get them like a mini, and then I'll get me a large tater tot to go with my small Blizzard or whatever I get. And it's the best flavor combo in the world. Chasing 4 or 5 bites of ice cream with a tater tot. That's good stuff. It's like a Guy Fieri shit.
Oh yeah, he'd be like, yeah, I can see him. Yeah.
That's what Adam Richmond would do on Man vs. Food. If he ever had to eat like a giant milkshake was a challenge, he'd always get fries with it. He's like, I can't eat this stuff. I need something.
Yeah, but did you ever put fries in cola?
No, I put peanuts in cola.
Yeah, it used to be a thing. I've never done it, but people say it's great. Yeah.
French fries
and
and Frosties.
Frosty.
Yeah, I've had that, but yeah, people say if you put French fries in a cola, I can't.
I never tried the French fries.
The sogginess I couldn't get past.
Yeah, me too. It'd be slimy, but no.
Yeah, would
I dip me like a fries in a Frosty.
It's like I can't eat boiled peanuts. I love peanuts. I love peanut butter. I love everything made with peanuts, but you give me a boiled peanut, I'm like, nope, pass plate.
Well, how about dipping your fries in the mayonnaise?
I do that.
Yeah.
My wife does that. My wife does
love
that.
it. I love it to death.
Yep, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll do
somebody called me
ranch.
weird.
Yeah,
for that.
I'm
ranch
big
is
on the
good too.
big on the mayonnaise.
If you go to McDonald's, dip them in sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah, they got some pretty. Do they call them Polynesian sauce now or something crap?
That's a Chick-fil-A.
Ah,
We keep
Y'all got
Chick-fil-A sauce
Chick-fil-A
on
up there?
hand.
Yeah, we got one.
Let me
Second
tell
one
you-
getting ready to open up.
let me tell you how the Chick-fil-A is so popular here. During the time of it's always tons of traffic in there. But during the times of the shutdown during the COVID, they wouldn't let anybody inside. Traffic was backed up all the way out, all up the road, backed. I mean, just screw traffic up just for that place. That we actually had to get called in, me and Logan, which you see, I think he might be listening, but we went and actually did a traffic survey to see how we can enhance help get all the cars in. I'm like, well, you got your own parking lot? I said, we could close some stuff up, blah, 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 whatever. But the whole thing is when they closed down the inside of it, traffic tripled and it was just a mess. As soon as they opened up, boom, we're back to normal again. But there's tons of traffic every day in and out of that Chick-fil-A. So
Yep.
happily and luckily that they are opening up a second one across town, and it's actually going to be bigger. They've actually planned it out well. They'll have the traffic, the drive-through running around the building, around the cars, versus it running on the inside of the car. I forget how that goes. So it's a lot bigger, it'd be faster, and it's way offset. So we got, if we ever for some reason shut down again, there'll be plenty of road to keep everybody off the main drag. But it's popular. It's way ridiculous popular. I don't know. I mean, it's good, but I could definitely go without not having Chick-fil-A, but it's very, very popular here.
In Atlanta, we've got one on like every corner. So
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like a lot of places are that way. There's 2 miles down the street, another one. But here they're like, no, we only had one because of the franchise and blah, 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 however that worked. I'm like, okay. But now they're going to the second one. So
It costs a lot of money.
I don't know about y'all, but all this food talk is making me hungry.
Oh, I'm always hungry.
I'm probably going to find ice cream after the show.
I'm gonna eat some ribs after this.
Mm.
Did you do them yourself, or is this?
My brother made them and didn't like them, so he asked me if I wanted them, and I was like, "Yeah." And there's nothing wrong with them. I don't know. I don't know how you can't like them. They're good.
How do you not like ribs?
Well,
Exactly.
he doesn't like how. I think they just don't like how they cooked them this time. They used a pressure cooker, and I think they come out real good too.
Are they tender?
Yes,
See, I don't see a pressure cooker making them tender for some reason.
yes. They're
It will do it pretty quick too.
Yeah, fall off the bone so easy. Oh my god, it's so good.
Mm.
Yeah, it's you don't have that meat stuck to the bone that you're trying to scrape off the bone.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good.
Eat it like a corn cob.
Little sweet baby Ray on it. Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know if I'd ruin it with sauce. Well, I guess if it's in a pressure cooker, you got to sauce it.
It's got to have something on it. I mean,
I was
salt and
smoking
pepper.
it.
How?
If I'm smoking it, I don't put sauce on it.
So
Yeah.
I saw this the other day. I said this is a Southern thing. Have you ever heard of this, Bobby? You take eggs and you put them in the smoker and you smoke eggs. Not out, they're raw. They're still they're uncooked.
Turns them into boiled eggs.
But does that smoke get inside of the shell?
It's only on like the outside.
Yeah,
So
so shells up.
It's
But it
not really
doesn't-
worth it.
That's what I was going to say. It seems like a lot of work where you could just boil them.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
like
there's a
15
brief
minutes.
taste.
I don't know. It said it was a Southern thing, and then you apparently take and you put them in you peel them or shell them, whatever you call it, and you put it in a gallon jar with your favorite barbecue sauce and maple syrup, and let it sit for like 3 days or something, and then you take them out and eat them that way. And I'm like, I've never heard of that in my life.
Seems I've made pickled eggs, and I've made like
Pickled
3
eggs.
smoked eggs before just to see how it was, and it's just not worth it.
The pickled eggs is the only thing I've heard of since you guys were saying all this stuff. I've never heard of smoked eggs and all this stuff like that.
Well,
Never.
that's
And
one
I
of those
don't
things
like
you do.
pickled eggs.
When you get a smoker, everybody tries all the different shit and they do it once, and it's just like, yeah, it's not worth it.
Oh, so you do
That's
not
what
like
it is.
pickled eggs?
I love pickled eggs. I'm sorry, I don't like to smoke. I don't mind the smoked eggs. It's just not worth the time.
No, I think that was JT and Shelton.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't like the
I love pickled eggs.
pickled eggs.
Yeah,
No,
pickled eggs
well,
is
I
very
don't
good.
know. I got them. I got the one from Walmart that's up there. It's in a package, and I want it tried. So it's like in a 2-pack.
So let me send you some.
I was gonna say, yeah, what my father-in-law makes would beat Walmart ridiculous right out the door.
I got my pickled egg recipe from a fire department in Georgia.
Mm.
Yeah, I just wanted
Not a
to
lot to
try
it.
it to see if I'd like it because I like. I don't know. I wanted to try something new.
Was it a boiled egg you had or a pickled egg?
Yeah, it was a pickled boiled egg. Yeah.
Yeah, the purple looking thing, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was nasty. It was just
I just
nasty.
I wonder if I can find that recipe.
You know, one thing we used to get up north that I can't get down the south is pickled sausages, and they used to be like the size of big hot dogs, and you get them in a glass jar, but you can't get them here in the south, and I loved those.
Every once in a while, you'll see them places.
Andy,
Usually
are
I
you
make
eating,
them.
Andy, are you eating ice cream right out of the bucket? You've been eating ice cream for 15, 20 minutes now.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
You're just jealous because you're not having any.
He got a snow shovel. He's got a snow shovel just shoving it right down in there.
He's pulled up to the trough, ain't he?
Yeah, it's like you've been doing it for 15 minutes. Like, good Lord, how much you got there?
He's savoring it.
Yeah. That's right.
So he knows he ain't gonna get no more for a while.
Goes any higher.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to take a sugar level. Click. Okay, ice cream.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
For 15 to 20 minutes worth of ice cream. Did you put any toppings on it? Any toppings on it?
No, it was moose track ice cream.
There you go. You ate the moose.
You ever heard of Cohutta, Georgia?
Yeah,
I've
That's
heard
where
of
it
that
came
area.
from.
Okay.
That was the fire department that gave me the recipe.
I've heard of that. There's something about that city.
yeah, I've heard of it. I don't recall right off why, but I've heard of it. So
Yeah,
probably.
me too. Something pops up about that city
I
name.
think, Mike, wasn't Patrick in that area at one point?
Maybe. I just
Yeah, I
know
was
I
thinking there
read-
might be something military down there. They're everywhere, apparently. I'm finding out.
Speaking of, I wonder if Patrick's shoving food down his throat now.
No, he's asleep now, I think.
Oh, I got you.
Because I sent him the link to the podcast, but he didn't
I
answer me.
think I'm gonna get off here and go eat.
Oh shit, me too. Yeah. It's time
All
for me to
right.
go.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and end the show because it's gonna be about that time soon, anyhow. So, guys, I appreciate you hopping in, and everybody tune in next week. Remember, next week at this time is going to be the Big Brother episode, and then on Thursday night will be the regular Paranormal guys, where we'll have Dana, who's a horror movie producer, on this show. So it'll be a good show next week, guys. I appreciate it. Bobby, where can they find you? Of course.
Oh, yeah. It's at bobbydizzle.com.
All right.
Check it out.
Everybody go like and subscribe and follow Bobby Dizzle. And
We're doing
Andy,
the thing.
he got anything for us before we head out?
Nope. All I can think of.
All right. Mike, anything?
Not a man. Glad to see you guys. Glad to jump on. I'm gonna try to do a
Me
little
too.
more often, but just
All right.
sometimes this work just gets so busy with me.
I know. All right. Well, Shelton, you go enjoy you some ribs. When next time I see you, I want to make sure you got some barbecue on your face. So
JT will keep me cleaned up before then.
I don't even want to comment. All right, guys.
Oh shoot, Shelton, you set yourself up for that.
I didn't
No,
think
shit.
of that before I said it.
Well, if you got something to say, Shelton, just feel froggy. So, all right, guys, I appreciate it, and we will see you all very soon. I'm hitting buttons. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing here. right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And we will see you again Saturday for the Misfits, Wednesday for Big Brother, and then Thursday for the Paranormal Guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate it.